wise? That's what I want to know. So quick, one line maybe. Okay. So everyone, let's start with Bej only. Yesterday he didn't start his camera, so he will be penalized today.
It was very good. It was a different experience.
So what did you like? What did you didn't like?
What I liked was that the debate was well moderated and the sequence was good. Uh, and you opened it up in the end for the group debate, which is a good idea. Otherwise, it would have been a fish market and we would not have got the essence of what everyone had to say.
Indeed.
Yeah, and um, what I didn't like was
Very difficult to find, huh?
yeah. I'm not able to be honest, I'm not able
Okay,
to.
okay. So think about it. We'll come back to you later. Omkar, what did you like? What did you
Well,
like?
yesterday's session was very nice. I think we should have more such sessions apart
There
from
is one more today, but only thing I will not give you time to prepare. Yeah.
no apart from the cohort. Like once a while we should have these kind of things. Probably.
We should. No, we will discuss about that for sure. Anyway, you are still there for another 2 weeks. We are going to meet weekly. There will be project going on, so don't worry. Today I will give you all the clarity how it will go, and if required, we will have something like that every bi-weekly stuff. Let's see how it goes. Okay.
I have one suggestion.
Yeah, please.
If the role can be, I mean, reversed or
Ajay, you want to switch the roles.
No, not myself, everybody.
Yeah,
Suppose one is CEO, he should be an activist next time. Maybe just a suggestion.
not a bad idea for sure. I think two debates of this kind might be helpful. That's what I was feeling. But the problem is, till the time you guys are trained to, pick up the peculiarities, exposing will be difficult. So we believe that this was the right time to do it, and uh, hence we decided to have it at the end. But good suggestion. I will look into that, how we can do that. Okay, let's go to yeah. What did you like, Divakaji, and what you didn't like?
I cannot express my happiness. It was so lively yesterday. Especially, I have already mentioned in the chat box, Amit was playing a role like a government officer. Really, it was excellent. Even I couldn't have played. Actually, I didn't play. And Omkar also is very fantastic. And I would like to appreciate Deepak. He was in a really aggressive activist mode. I enjoyed that. We face such issues in a field during field visit and all. And CEO Bejalil, he was fantastic. He was keeping quiet and he will do everything, whatever you want. That was excellent. Actually, altogether, it was a different experience for me.
Yeah, actually, Dipankarji, I was not prepared for this topic. Uh, in fact, I saw it later in the group, but the previous day, it was mistake on my part. I was not following the group. The previous day, I was told a different topic, so I was, I came with that mindset. But then, yeah, so it all went with the flow. It was good.
No,
I think if I
you
would
are
have prepared, I would have
behaving.
got some
You are
good points.
so cool. You are looking like Ambar Adani. Yeah, your words, your way of speaking, and fantastic. Nothing. You are very cool. Okay, I will do everything for you.
Yeah, indeed. The way he has spoken, and every time he spoke, it looked like the CEO of the company. Yeah, I will do it. Everything, whatever you are asking, you don't care. So,
Yes. At least in reality, I can't, but uh, I try to be.
I liked
and keep it
Abhishek's expression. The way she
She
expressed,
was
very
aggressive.
bold, very
Yes,
bold, very affirmative.
absolutely.
I like that. I like that.
Indeed, indeed. Let's go to Karthik. What did you like, Karthik? What you didn't like? He was to the point, huh? And he has taken a tougher side. Means being academia is always difficult, but he did the justice as well. And he brought a new idea. Definitely that idea need to be, probed and worked on. By the way, IIM Bangalore, I just checked. They are doing carbon accounting and they are producing a report. Okay. So they are already doing it. So I think it's not a bad idea, Karthik, to take it to other institutions and make them also, adopt. Good stuff. Go ahead, Karthik.
Um, so the way everyone participated, it was interesting. But I mean, so I was having more suggestions as everyone saying it's good. So I want to go more than that. So and suggest like everyone was talking like it's a black and white case. I want it. I mean, it's not just a black and white. So everyone should understand that. And I mean, there should be more points from everyone's side. I mean, facts. I mean, data. So we were saying there was a committee, and we didn't even name who's in the committee. How, I mean, yeah. So what I was saying is, there should be more facts. Since we are not aware, like not into it so much, maybe we are not ready to see the facts. But as we were all on the surface, that's what I felt. Uh, yeah. So maybe we could do better. It was all fine. I mean, it was good. Thing is, everyone was trying to defend their role. Yeah, so it should be more than that. It should be about the case. That's what I was.
Mm. Yep, you have a point there. It is everybody was sticking to their agenda. They would have easily, done their little more research. Indeed, indeed. Um, so it's not bad to know. Good. Okay, let's go to somebody else. Amit, you have been praised being a good government officer. I think you should try now IAS, IFS, something like that. That's what he's encouraging you to do.
Thank you on that part. Basically, I work with the government for roughly 3 years. I have worked with the Namami Gange program within the National Mission for Clean Ganga. So I was closely working with the joint secretaries, additional secretaries. So I understand their perspective, how they deal with the cases. I've also been a part of the EIA process of the public meetings. So I really understand that perspective, how the people come up and ask the questions. That is helping me during that process. Coming to that also, it was a great session. Basically, I would say uh, uh, I will give my first incident of debate kind of things. I was quite silent during the whole process. I didn't spoke a single word at that time. It's during the college time. Basically, I'm referring. And from there I have learned the how to engage with this kind of propositions. So now I'm understanding how to interact during the debates, how to come up with ideas, how to go in that process. And negative, I agree with that, Karthik, also. So on that part, basically we are on a very superficial level during the discussions. That could be because of we don't have a kind of, we don't have a format, data points. These data points could be referred during the discussions. So that could help us preparing all the participants, what could be a data references, what could be area that we can discuss during the discussions. That will help us during in future lessons, if you are going to have such kind of plans in future. So data reference could be where to start, where to end. That kind of references could also be there. So that will help them to prepare what need to be prepared, what kind of data they need to collect, what kind of just like referring to the card, what kind of committee. So committee is the part of the process, so that they understand the process of what process they are following. So that has to be there.
Okay, good suggestion. But first, you guys need to agree which is the topic. If you will agree
Yes.
just half an hour early, how can we give you data point? That's the challenge, isn't it, Amit? Just half an hour early, everybody
Certainly.
agreed. So never mind. Yeah, but I do understand and accept this point. Yeah, with wholeheartedly that we need to work on this for sure. Yeah. Okay. So somebody else wants to go now. Deepak.
Uh,
Yeah. Sorry, who is saying? Who is talking?
Hi
Yeah.
everyone.
Abhipsa. Start your cameras. Come on.
Okay,
You are not a shy person.
no, it's fine. Yeah, so it was good. I think debating is good for the soul, I guess. This is sometimes to do
It gives the
thoda,
satisfaction. Yeah. It gives the
yeah. You
satisfaction.
need sometimes some emotions. We sometimes I feel like, what is happening? Nothing is happening around.
So fighting always gives you that feel of being warrior. Yeah, doing something in life. Indeed.
Yeah. I agree with Dibakar sir. Amit and Deepak were very good, and others were okay.
Mm.
So
Everybody did
the
justice.
yeah, so small. As yesterday we were thinking, you were thinking of doing it in groups. I think that would have been much better. Matlab, while
Ah,
debating, uh, many people's voices, it doesn't. Then it becomes hodgepodge wala thing.
बट मजा था जब सब थे वो अलग कर देता ना
Yeah,
मैंने
sure.
किया
उसका
हुआ है
अलग उसका अलग मजा है, बट वो प्रॉपर होने के लिए
yes
एक
then we could have done the switching and all which suggestions are
yes.
At one point, I think 6 people are talking together.
talking together yeah if
And
you
I was shouting to enter. Nobody was allowing me.
but
Same here, same here. I was like, you let me come, let me say.
passion was flowing like anything indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. No, good. You people appreciated, liked it. Really, I'm happy about that. Okay, Praveen, Deepak, where you guys are.
Yes, sir. I'm back. Actually, I was having dinner.
Acha,
So,
early.
uh, I, sir, I really enjoyed yesterday's session, and such kind of collaborative discussions are very important because we get to know the insights of various stakeholders. Because it is a huge elephant we are moving. So, and various stakeholders have their own interests and mindsets. And during the discussions, when we get to know about what are their thought processes, what are the problems and probable solutions for the problems, then only like a fruitful session turns out. So it was a very good session yesterday. I enjoyed a lot. So,
Chaliye. It had a value. That's what we want. Perfect.
yes, sir.
Okay. Who else? Deepak.
Hi, good evening, all. I think it was a great session. I think after my school days is now that I'm having I had a debate. So it was after a long time that I actually got into a debate. And honestly, I had 15 minutes or around 20 to 25 minutes to prepare for the topic. It was a little busy day for me yesterday. So whatever facts I had, I was just playing with that. And I think the discussion was so passionate that I didn't realize that my wife actually walked into the room. And after the discussion, she actually asked me, I thought you were having a real fight with someone at work. She didn't know that I was having a debate.
That must be funny, huh? Funny, must be very funny. Oh my God, oh my
उसको
God.
लगा मैं किसी के साथ एक्चुअल में झगड़ा कर रहा हूँ.
बिल्कुल, the way you guys.
But you were pinning down everybody. That has to be.
Yeah,
So,
few
but
words.
yes, I think had we got a little more time, I mean, of course, had every team member or every group, uh, I think we could have done better in terms of how we collaborated. Suppose me, Praveen, and Abhipsa, probably we could have come together, discussed the plan, how we plan to counter or how we plan to present the facts. That could have probably been done with the CEO's team or probably with the government organizations. We could all have come together, discussed what are the kind of questions we could have expected or how do we present the facts. I think that kind of collaboration would have been good. But nevertheless, I think it was a good exercise. And that is exactly, I think the great part about this is I will forever remember Vipsa, Omkar, all the other people who spoke, Vinit, Amitji, of course, Bez, I'll remember for his classic performance, Dibakarji, Omkar for his very pointed responses.
Did a performance. He did a performance. Good
Then
word.
also very, very composed. I mean, I was just throwing things at people, and he was coming back with very, very composed, in a very composed manner. He was throwing pointers back at me. So I really appreciated that about Omkar, even the others.
Omkar, Bhumika, Nitya, whatever times he was there,
Yeah,
all these guys were silent killer. They used to come. And Vinith, the best part was Vinith came and I started asking questions. Oh my God, that was the hilarious stuff. And those questions were pointy, absolutely changed the direction of discussion itself. So I really like that. Yeah. Govardhan was little aggressive. I don't know why he didn't started camera, but his performance was really good as well.
so these are people I'm going to remember.
Indeed, indeed.
And
The bonding.
you did your part of being the cool moderator. Step in, giving in points, helping everyone. कि तुम अभी ऐसे attack करो, तुम अभी ऐसे attack करो. And then you take a back step and then you're nicely enjoying.
No, doing something for you guys for today, so don't worry.
I was taking
Okay.
Vivek's input uh,
I
during my
didn't. Oh, come on! I didn't.
actually, I was playing safe.
I didn't do that.
विवेक सर पॉपकॉर्न लेके बैठ जाओ अगली बार.
Uh, Good. I liked it. Okay, Nitya, Bhumika, Govardhan. Govardhan was trying to speak. Go ahead, Govardhan. What did you like?
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, I spoke for small, very small time. After that, I had some meetings, so I need to leave. But
Oh,
it was very great discussion. The thing is, whatever the topic that we have selected, the Aravari redevelopment plan, that was like you cannot debate much on that on commercial side or something because when there is some social angle to that, no, you cannot put more things into that.
mhm.
Suppose in place of that, if there is some other industry then that the scene would have been completely different.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. If it would have been industry or some power plant who is disturbing the ecosystem, it would have really made a lot of
Yeah,
sense. I can understand.
because the thing is when you fight when you do something for a social justice, you cannot defend that to
Mm,
larger extent.
that
Uh,
accept.
I felt that was I felt that was missing. So next time, whenever we take debate projects, we take something on the industry side rather than social development side.
But
But
but the thing is, whatever topic you debate on or discuss on, be it environmental, it ultimately takes a U-turn towards social aspect.
Yeah, that is there, but this is more of
Yeah,
social
yeah,
thing rather than environmental thing. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
but when it comes to industry, it will be both half of. This is more about social well-being of a thing. There will be nothing. Say, suppose if I set up a power plant, I should see the environmental impact assessment. I should do everything. What will be the land quality degrading around that, water resources, air pollution, sound pollution, and here you cannot do much. Okay, you have to just talk about the rehabilitation programs and what the environment effects will be because already the buildings are there. You are removing the buildings and keeping new buildings. So that didn't make much meaningful. Means the topic didn't make much meaningful. The debate was good. It's my point of view. I'm
I,
sorry
I
if I
agree
hurt
with
someone.
I agree with Govardhan because nobody was talking about the salt pen, which is a fantastic ecosystem, and that is going to be destroyed shortly. So nobody was talking about that. I was expecting some comments on that.
Even I was expecting questions on
Yeah.
that.
Yes, I was
But
expecting.
the question expected from the activist.
good. Okay, so Bhumika, quick. Let's have a feedback and then we move on.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I also wanted to say like Govardhan that I was also expecting salt pan question. So I had did a bit chota bada research also about it to understand because that's not my subject. And yes, the performance were very appreciative. But yes, I would agree to Abhipsa that if it has been classified into groups, there would have been more points to express by each one because yeah, it was also very interesting and good going, but somewhere it felt like one person is trying to say, but two others are also saying. So I was like waiting if two persons get over by their points,
Then
I
I
will
will
put my
speak.
on. Yes, yes,
Yes.
and yes, I would also appreciate performances.
Bhumika was also leading the towers at that point of time.
Yeah, but I would appreciate Amit's performance as a government official. He was very well diplomatically, giving his points. Ki, yes, no government is doing things, not ignoring it, and very just like a true government official. Because I have seen people behaving in that sense, and also Deepak. He was a real true environmentalist, had a core, and his emotions was very original and
Indeed.
yes, so these two performances. Also, as you said, Bez was like, as he said, he was not prepared, so he was very cool. So he कि हाँ मैं सब कर लूंगा, ठीक है, सब day पर कर लूंगा. It's okay. And yes, Omkar was also with the facts he stated. So yeah, as everyone has appreciated, I liked it. Vinith also, I would say, he was bridging between all the three parties. He was not like I am supporting one. He's like I will put my points with everyone and be the diplomatic and be good for everyone. So yes, some of the very
Yeah,
good
he played the.
performances. Yes. But
He
yes,
played
a little clarity and if we had focused a bit on salt pan, then I felt that my knowledge on that would have increased because
indeed.
not just mine, everyone's knowledge would have increased. So yes, such kind of debates are
Most
good for
encouraged.
the brainstorming and knowledge
Indeed.
sessions.
Indeed. Okay, so let's thank you, Bhumika. Let's go to Vinith or Nitya. Let's go to Nitya.
I and Vineet were playing our role actually, scholar. We were just learning from everyone actually, and we enjoyed a lot. And like everybody is playing their role very well. Like Deepak is like, I am the voice of everyone. So so जो देख रहा था, he's trying his level best to be voice of people out there. So yes, of course, everybody. You actually promised in one-on-one session that in session will be this classes will be very interesting. So which is actually happening. हम लोग अपने कॉलेज डेज में थे जहाँ पे हम शायद फर्स्ट सेकंड टाइम अपना जीडी अटेंड कर रहे थे तो दैट वाज वेरी गुड.
Correct.
हम लोग ईगर थे अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज रखने के लिए
Right.
एंड सो
और
या
सबसे बड़ी बात है कि आफ्टर जीडी हैपेंस देन यू रियलाइज अरे यार ये भी बोल सकता था मैं तो. That missing part I thought should be brought in. Perfect. Well said. Well
Actually, in
done.
this topic, there's a ample scope to bog down the government officers. So that's why I wanted to avoid this.
Yeah,
But you see,
actually,
Amit really played well there. Then in that case, if people are appreciating him, then they have done. And generally, people are very aggressive when they are environmental activists. But what I
yeah,
saw this class, none of them were. They were putting their point and keeping very good calm. Not smiling, not fighting, not protesting, right? That was the poker face is required for environmentalist, right? That you maintain that decorum, that you are not trying to mock down somebody else. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay, last but not least, Vinith, the moderator. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, okay. So the session was very insightful, and I was trying to like note down all the points from the different sectors. And for future, I think we should try to come to a conclusion accommodating all the three parties. So I think that we
Matlab
can
you
do
are
in future.
making,
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
trying to make me now center of the, like you find a way out.
So at least we can note down some points that we all can agree on.
So
So
questions, look, debates are for questioning.
yeah.
There's no solution in debate. Then there is no debate, right? It's not dialogue even. It is debate. So it is a question which we need to ask and understand the question, potentiality of question. For everyone, that answer will be always different. Yeah. And if there is a common ground, everybody have taken that. See, there is a company which is already managing it, right? They have been managing for last 10 years. ये कोई नया project नहीं है. Approve अभी हुआ है. Chance उसको अभी मिला है. How many years? 2 years.
I it's been going for 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah,
Redevelopment
but
wala
bid was finalized in 2023.
23,
2023. Yes,
23.
but
23.
the process मतलब करना है
हाँ
करके 20-25 साल से
हाँ one
चल रहा है.
bid was finalized by Dubai company, but
Yeah,
it got cancelled because some other development was there in the project. I forgot. I had read about it.
Yes, they have raised the complaints also.
I
Yeah,
think his
Dubai
and
company
then
is I
Adani.
think his company is consultant in this project. Hafiz
yeah,
contractor.
Hafiz contractor, very
was
famous
awarded
one.
to
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
famous.
Yes.
He's an architect.
So
Hafiz contractor is
yeah.
architect. Is very famous one. Hafiz contractor is not a contractor. His name is
So I think he is also part of that project right
Is
now.
it is a very interesting stuff. So yes, Vinith, what did you
Yeah.
what you
But
liked and what you didn't like? Sorry, Bhumka is saying something.
no, sir, I was only asking a question that I read the project commenced in January 2025. If it's or not, because I'm not aware. I
No, no,
read
they
it.
were supposed to start. They were supposed to start, but there are court
Still
cases.
haven't come.
Yeah, still, it is still not on ground.
It is sub judice, and the court has asked replies within 4 weeks on
It takes
May,
time.
March 25.
This takes time. It's take a lot of
the,
people
the
have vested
Dubai
interest here. मुझे पैसे नहीं मिले, उसको मिल गया, फिर बोलेगा अरे खत्म हो गया, 3 साल पहले दिया था. That kind of stuff happens in such kind of social work. So a lot of stuff.
the Middle Eastern company has filed a PIL against
Yeah.
this project actually
Yeah, because Adani has got
because
it.
they are,
And
yeah
somebody has said very rightly that if it would have been Tata's, nobody would have
yeah
raised so many questions. He would
yeah
have easily executed after 2023. But it was Adani, that's why people raised the question. Yeah, इसीलिए बोलते हैं brand reputation is more important than what you do inside it. Yeah, नहीं तो he has given such a big langar in Allahabad this time. इस्कॉन वाला
Yes.
पूरा उनका ही पैसा चला रहा था. And very good food. Yeah, but still nobody cares about such kind. After you do mistake, anything you do, it's a kind of whitewashing, not greenwashing, whitewashing. So be careful on the brand. Very good, thank you. You enjoyed. That was the purpose, not enjoyment. The learning which has happened and how to tackle such kind of situation in
But
climate.
we cannot
Yes, go ahead.
we cannot rush we cannot keep the same reputation and company after very long also, no sir, because people change with time.
True.
And maybe I don't know why uh, we have that opinion on Adani group, but he also would have changed because if you see, means I'm not degrading anyone, but if you see Ambani family has spent 500 crores on marriage. Adani similarly he spent 10,000 crores, but he kept it on servicing people, right? Maybe there are changes happening, so we should respect
but
that and we should take it for. Then it's come to
Yeah,
society development.
I always say
but
the people who will
this
survive
view
has to evolve. If they will not evolve, they can't survive. So that's the process of life, right? You have to improvise. Sorry, Omkar, you were saying something.
yeah, this view is not only in this thing, it happens in the stock market as well. You ask anyone to invest in Adani or Ambani, then they'll hesitate.
They're always there.
Tata's blindly.
Always
Tata's
there.
blindly anyone.
And that is why sustainability is that whitewash which people are trying to take now. And when they use sustainability as a white sheet, then it becomes greenwashing. So that also need to be learned and understood. Okay, so let's do the
Yeah, I
greenwashing.
would.
Yeah,
Sorry, sir.
Bhumika.
I would also like to add, yes, I had actually visited Mundra Port from my college visit, Adani's Mundra Port from college visit 10 years back it is. And that time we had opportunity to go through all their sector departments and everywhere. And that time their compliance team was very strong. They were trying their best to comply with all the rules and regulation. Then later on, there were many controversies, but I think they are also being conscious about their compliances somewhere maybe lacking. So
True. That means, look, you can't survive without having a good compliance. It's not a matter of compliance, it's a matter of tone at the top. 10 years ago, Modi ji was a state minister, 10, 11 years ago. Today, he's a prime minister. And in that reign, somebody is getting some jobs, even though he's getting with his merit. अरे पापा का influence है एमएलए का बेटा even though he becomes IAS and there are several of those people पापा ने दिलवाया होगा there was one what is his name very famous person in parliament his daughter is IAS
Om Birla,
ओम
Parliamentary
बिरला
Speaker.
या बट कोई सोचता नहीं है कि वो उसने मेरिट से किया होगा राइट एक कनोटेशन आता है दिस इज अ नेगेटिव कनोटेशन इट हैज नथिंग टू डू विद दैट गाय ओम बिरला बीइंग गुड बैड अगली इट्स द कनोटेशन अब वो बच्ची उतना मेहनत करके क्वालिफाई करी है एंड पीपल आर सेइंग कि नहीं पापा ने दिलवाया होगा पॉलिटिशियन अरे ही वाज नॉट देयर व्हेन शी बिकेम आईएएस ऑफिसर सो एनीवे गुड
That is in our genes. We
दैट इज
don't recognize hard work.
इंडियंस या कुछ भी
Yeah, we don't recognize our hard work.
या इंडीड वी
Actually,
ऑलवेज
I have in my lifetime, I have never seen a project where there is no hue and cry. There is a hue and cry in every project I have seen in my life.
Anything will do.
Always opposition. Sectional people always opposition.
Yeah, anything government does, the opposition is that for that purpose only, right? So there will be hue and cry. यहाँ पे private company पे भी same cheese is coming. That's why people are worried of that. Why Adani has to be? Because Adani has some affiliation. And everybody has affiliation. Yeah, you can't survive in this country not by paying both the sides. You have to pay both the side. So because we have two-party system, five-party system, 20-party system. Now, thank you. Hope it helped you to, grind, to feel the grind of being in climate action. And this is just a trailer. The life is much, much tougher than this. As Dipaka ji is saying, every project you will find such kind of discussion happening, and you have to have much stronger point than what you did yesterday. So that was the start of your journey. And any company you will go, if you will be in sustainability department, such kind of debate you have to handle. दैट इज वाई पीपल से नो कि एचआर वाले भी है यहीं पे काम कर रहे हैं एचएससी वाले भी यहीं पे काम कर रहे हैं दे आर वर्किंग इन सस्टेनेबिलिटी एंड द रीजन एग्जैक्टली इज दिस दैट यू हैव टू बी full groomed. Okay, 360 degree. You cannot say that I am a marketing department, I don't care how the numbers are working in finance. You can't say that. People will rip you apart there, right? Once they are asking something and you are representing company, and you say that I don't know what other department is doing, they will rip you apart. You are in front of me, you are the representative of company. So yesterday was just a trailer, friendly discussion, not even real debate. Okay, let's start with today last session. This is a bonus session on climate actions and disclosure. Now you have got a grip of that what exactly happens in strategy, what exactly happens in accounting, creation of GHG inventory. We will be closing it with what are the action you can take. Everybody knows net zero, right? But there are some certain other things as well which we need to be knowing. Then if you are putting this all stuff into your report, eventually it will go into your sustainability report, right? End of the day, you are responsible for sustainability report. So if it goes there, how to understand the process there and how to make sure that there is no there is a credibility which gets created. Okay, so these are the two parts which I will touch base. Very short session, and then we will discuss about tomorrow. Tomorrow is your final day, so you have to spend time because you have to do a complete end-to-end presentation where you will be preparing a net zero target. Now we will decide based on how much capacity you have, and maybe we will extend to Thursday. But Thursday only presentation will happen. Examination has to happen tomorrow. Okay, we'll have the examination and presentation separated out, but that decision we will do it tomorrow after we finish today session. Now let's quickly recap what all we have committed and what all you have done till date. So we started with climate change basic, if you remember, the class of learning pollution versus climate, climate versus weather, right? We did that, and then we went into overview of global emissions and looked into certain statistics, looked into the science behind it, why people say that climate change is happening, and we looked into those three causes. Once we finished that, we also looked into international agreement, two specifically, Kyoto and Paris. We loved them most because they came thrice in our session. After that, we went into NDC, nationally determined contribution, and what are the ingredients are there. That was the basic science, arts, and commerce of climate change. We did that, and then we went into module number 2, where we have covered GHG inventory management. So we started with looking into circle of life, that how everything starts. And to start that, we looked into 5 steps and 5 principles, right? Everybody remembers the 5 principle now. कोई बोलो जल्दी से quickly. 5 principle of GHG inventory.
RCCTA.
Very good. Yeah. And then there was a 5 step, which started with defining the boundary and we end with reporting and verification. Now, once we did that ESGPro 5 step model, we understood that it is not an easy exercise. You need to be very prudent, not only with the organizational boundary setting, but even operational boundary creation and identification. We went and looked into scope 1 and 2 identification and calculation, right? We started from there as a theory, and then we did a laboratory, checking our knowledge whether we have understood it completely. And I saw everybody did well. Now, module 3, we started with talking about scope 3 mission, and we knew that it is most difficult subject, so we have taken little more time there. Why? Because so then the understanding becomes clear category by category. We did all that 15 types of scope 3 emission. We also looked into identification and calculation of scope 3. And then we went into those 38, 39 approaches, different approaches. We did some calculation and we also did a lab immediately after that. We did a practice session in module 4 where we looked into real world case studies. We also looked into 6 different cases on scope 1 and 2 and one full case study calculating the scope 1 and 2 as well. Once we finish that, we transition ourselves to become strategy maker. So we looked into the development of GHG, mitigation strategy development. We talked about that how is green strategy develops, what are the building blocks are, what are the 3 principles, 5 building blocks, 3 principles, right? Level wise, brick by brick you add to create a robust, credible and effective strategy. Once we did that GHG mitigation strategy, we also linked it with the national, determined contribution. And then we went into module 6, where we did live mitigation strategy development. Everybody did the presentation. We did yesterday even group, role play climate action. And we learned in 7 number, module 6 May, we also learned about sector wise, how to approach sector wise mitigation strategy. So each one had a different characteristics and we learned that. Once we finished that, we started module 7 where we started talking about carbon market fundamental. Now we started with how cap and trade system works, what are the allowances are, how it works in real life. We looked into article 6.2, 6.4 and 6.8. Thanks to Praveen, he has already completed that as an assignment as well, but none of you did it. You guys were in the after effect of the group discussion. It must be coming into your dreams, and hence you didn't do the homework. But try to at least go and make a summary of your own 6.2, 6.4 and 6.8 inspired by Praveen's work. Now we also looked into carbon credit and carbon tax fundamental. Today we will be talking about real world climate action and disclosures. What are those action point? And this is a bonus session now, because now we are at the end. Module 8 actually is module on real world development exercise, which you will be doing tomorrow. If you are, everybody is ready. A case study is approximately 9 pages, and means you have to develop, you have to do the calculation, and then you have to develop your own mitigation strategy, which you will be presenting in a presentation format. Everybody will get 10 minutes, and you have to do the presentation in that 10 minutes. Okay. So that's the last exercise. And then 1 hour of proctor based examination will be there, where we will give you the live question and there will be timer given, and you have to attempt those 60 questions in less than 60-minute time. Clear? If that happens, of course, we will go right into certification, and your certification will be issued. And then we will set to look into how you can start working on real-time projects. If you are doing one, you can use this platform as a consultative brainstorming exercise. If you are not doing, then we have a system where we will provide you tasks and you have to finish in a week's time and come back to us. Or even we can divide into little more. So that's what next 2 weeks will be happening. Weekly we'll be sitting and taking stock of who did what and what progress they made. Clear? So those were the real life examples. Now, let's start with bonus session today. So this is a welcome to bonus session. Actually, we are going to cover today, or we are going to explore critical themes related to climate action and disclosure. This module specifically emphasizes on importance of voluntary initiative which people are adopting, key reporting frameworks which you can choose from, product carbon footprints, guiding organizations are there whom help you can take, right, to a greater transparency and accountability, because sustainability report is all about accountability and transparency. So we will begin examining those voluntary initiatives, and then we will go little deep inside that what are the frameworks which we can use. Here I will again try to cover IKEA case study, a real life case study, that how they have adopted several schemes. Somebody has already done the presentation. This time we took IKEA as a case study. So you guys will relate with that. Now, let's start with session coverage. Session coverage goal number 1, we will try to understand the basics of climate action, GHG accounting and reporting process. Now, GHG accounting and reporting process we have already covered. Here it is little expanded version. Now, you always start with the accounting or inventory. So you measure the emission and establish the baseline. Use this model when you are doing tomorrow's presentation. Okay, recommended. Ideally, you should use all the small we have learned, bits and pieces, assemble it together, put it into your presentation. So your presentation becomes aligned with GHG protocols, because whatever we have learned is as per the GHG protocol. So first you have to do the accounting, which was module 1 and 2. Analysis was module 3, where we identify the critical area like scope 3 emission and how to intervene. Then we looked into action part, where development of and implementation of a strategy to reduce emission we learned. We also learned the sector specific emission controlling strategy or mitigation strategy. And then today we are learning the disclosure part, that how you should put it into a report so it becomes a credible report. Yeah, what all those items you should be putting here. Now, here feedback you should be taking from maker and shaker, and that will happen tomorrow when you will give the presentation, because you will see everybody is preparing the same presentation but different mindset, and that will add a lot of value. Or if you want, I can create that as a group exercise as well. Yeah, so we will decide that at the end, that how we should go about that particular presentation. Now, GHG accounting and reporting is a process which involves accounting, analysis, action, disclosure, and it is an iterative process. That's why it is a circle of life. If you want to change the sphere or orbit, you need to make sure that improvement happens in every step, not only at the end, but every step. So you slowly gets out of the loop and go into the next orbit. That's the purpose of this session at ESGPro. We try to promote. We know climate action has two parts. One part is mitigation. So climate action always talks about proactive action. Look, there are two parts of climate action. One is the formality part, one is normative part. Now, formality part, if you want to understand, is that if today nobody stops anyone to stop polluting or reduce the GHG emission, that's the formulation part. What will be end result? Carbon dioxide will be emitted too much in the environment, and our planet will become hotter and not livable, right? That is a normative part of climate action. And that is a formulative part of climate emission. 1 + 1 = 2. But then there is a normative part that if one person of this 8 billion people tries to change the course of action, will that have any effect? And here the butterfly effect, which I talked about in one of the sessions, comes into play. That any small initiative does have a long-term repercussion if it is done on repetitive manner. Gandhiji, we were taking a reference in one of those classes, why he has been on the currency note and nobody still opposes it, irrespective of which side of your opposition is. Three reasons we discussed. One was that 40 year, 40, you won't believe in finance, we say 26 साल अगर आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट लगातार किया है, then compounding will show exponential growth for you. 1,000 रुपए आप रखोगे, 1,000 rupees every month, 26 year, you won't believe how much crores you will make out of it. So he did 40 years. That is the effect of compounding. Okay, it's a system called compounding effect. Compounding effect, if it is done on a regular basis, it gives some monumental results. Best example is Warren Buffett. Do you know Warren Buffett till 60 year? Yes, of course, he was a billionaire, but till 60 year, he didn't earn the wealth which you are seeing today. He earned after 60 year. Only after 60 year that compounded has really added that he became world famous guy. Okay, Omaha of Oracle बोलते हैं उसको, Oracle of Omaha बोलते हैं, right? वो state का he is Oracle. He knows what will happen in the world, kind of stuff, right? Saves government, saves bank, 2007, 2008, right? 2014 saves country. Okay, so he became because of that compound effect. Similar to Gandhiji, he worked for 40 years and then only we got the independence, and he didn't tested the real impact of that independence, right? He didn't took any formal position. He did the sacrifice. Hence, people put him on the currency. I'm not affiliated to any political party. I'm just saying a neutral stance here. Clear? So that's how you need to be clear about climate action. And that is the butterfly effect I was talking about. That any action, not today, but if you do it continuously like butterfly, it can become a whirl of, tsunami or a hurricane. It can become in hurricane. There is a fundamental called butterfly effect. Now, so here, what we need to do, we need to understand the mitigation and adoption part of climate change. Mitigation is all about reducing GHG emission. Adoption is preparing and managing the impact of climate change. And that's the normative part. Normative part is what? That if somebody changes something or everybody try to change it, what kind of environment will we be living into? That's a normative part of climate action. Clear? Importance is, of course, you need it to protect ecosystem, communities. This ensures that business continuity is there. Otherwise, today BCP is very, very fragile subject. Business continuity plan or disaster recovery plan is a very fragile subject today. Climate conscious economy is important to understand. Strengthening stakeholder trust, meeting regulatory requirement is another area for looked into. Now, which are those climate action and global goals and how they are aligned? That's what we are learning today. And this is summarized in these three particular photographs. That's it. Today, our learning is these three photographs and few of the activities which you can adopt for climate action. So the first one is SDG. SDG is not only limited to climate action. Climate action has three major goals there. Uh, uh, you know, 13 one is the most important one for climate action because it talks about climate action. Goal number 13 and its integration with goal like affordable clean water, clean energy, sustainable cities, all that. 11 SDG 11. Nitya knows all that, right? She was recalling all the numbers. Now, that is SDG goal. That is the part one of climate action. So anything you do in your reports making tomorrow, make sure that you are linking to SDG 13 minimum and maximum 11, 6, as well as even you can talk about peace if you want. You can talk about collaboration 16, 17, whichever you like. But definitely start with climate action 13. that links to your GHG. Clear? Second, Paris Agreement, which aims to limit the global temperature rise to well below 2 degrees Celsius and pursue an effort to stay below 1.5 degrees Celsius, which we have crossed, is the second critical argument which you have to put in context of greenhouse gas emissions. Clear? So that's the second one. And third one is, of course, carbon net zero plans, which is 2050, which comes from the Paris Agreement. But there is a group which has created it and they follow it. Clear? Best example of that is a successful corporate climate action. If you want to see, you should be seeing in IKEA. IKEA is applying all this theory in their operation today. Renewable energy integration they have done at a extreme level. Why? Because they have done investment not only in solar but also in wind. Clear? Solar panels retailing also they are doing. So they have changed their product. So they are not only a consumer of green products, but they have their own product. So they are selling solar power panels now. Clear? And that also gives them a good rating. Trust me, if somebody has a product in green or green economy, they get better rating. Third, customers, and that is why Reliance has started as well. After Adani, Reliance also is doing mega giga power stations, solar power station, because they also want to run into that area now. And you must have seen last 3 years, they have changed the course of action. They have announced a big number that they will do $10 billion of investment. Now, customer solar offering and then energy independence goal, which IKEA has set. One of those very important aspect. Sustainable sourcing is the area which is supply chain they are trying to curtail with. So wood sourcing, cotton sourcing, plastic and packaging and food sourcing, all they want to be complied with GHG protocol and try to keep that below 1.5 degrees centigrade targets. So they are making sure that supply chain is also equally robust and strengthful in the sustainability. Last but not least, they have set an example for lot many people in circular economy practices. Furniture take back programs. They have a unique code. I have already told you guys, right? In each furniture, if you will dismantle, there will be somewhere they put a stamp there that which year it was produced and which tree it came from. They trace up to there. The which lot decides which tree it came from. And if that forest is regrown or not, they make sure that that happens. Okay, recycled material and product is another advantage we have already discussed. Modular and replaceable furniture and waste recycling. These are the three different area where a corporate climate action has created a momentum. And that's why I have referred IKEA case study. Now, if somebody wants to do climate policies as a government level, these are few policies you can follow. Now we are talking about COP30. So COP28, 2023, when I started the program, that time we were referring about it. There are videos I have already shared, right? I have already shared COP28 and COP29 summaries, correct? Now COP30 summaries will be definitely coming in. Paris Agreement target is another one, so that you can get updated with your climate goals. Global methane pledge also can be taken into your strategy making. So tomorrow when you will be making a strategy for presentation, you can use global methane pledge too. Loss and damage fund is the another one which also helps a lot of people. Okay. And last year in COP29, we have agreed, but the amount was very low. Anybody knows what was the amount which got agreed under loss and damage fund, which India opposed it. India didn't agree to it and didn't sign for it. It is $200 billion.
200 billion.
$200 billion, absolutely go ahead then. But expected is 1.7. India was saying that minimum 1.7 होना चाहिए. 1.2 से तो नीचे मैं sign ही नहीं करूंगा. And that's why they didn't sign. Trillion dollars, huh? They were asking for 1.7 trillion dollars, 1.2 trillion dollars. And what we got? $200 billion, which was anyway committed. 100 billion was committed in 1997. 2005 में मिलना चाहिए था अपने को. 100 million, 100 billion every year. Even 2020 in Paris Agreement also it was agreed that 2020 onwards all this developed country will start putting 100 billion for reconstruction and people to become stronger. So that was even for developed countries, developing countries like India, China. But they didn't happen. Now at least they have said $200 billion. They will, you know, they will bring it in. Let's see what is the stock take this year. Carbon pricing mechanism is another global policy, like carbon markets is a very good source of the same. Carbon tax implementation in form of CBAM is coming. So European Union Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, which is CBAM, places a tariff on a carbon intensive import in Europe, okay, which encourages greener supply chain. So you become as green as the German products, we have no problem. If you are not, we will penalize you. And then the role of reduction itself. Now, national policy, if you somebody wants to see, of course, EU Green Deal, which happened in 2021, is a very good example there. EU Green Deal. Yeah, this was apart from NFRD has been removed, and they brought CSRD in that SFRD in that place, and then they also did EU Green Deal. Okay, which is a very important phenomena which has happened, and we should be careful about the same. Yeah, EU CSRD, EU taxonomy, SFDR, and eco label with ESRS, which in 2024 got effective. So these are some national policy which we should be looking into. India National Action Plan and Climate Change (NAPCC) is one of those initiatives which means in 2023 launch CCTS system for India. We have already launched CCTS system, but we are waiting to really pick it up. So that will happen after October most probably. Even United States of America had launched a Inflation Reduction Act 2022, which under big billion, no, what is that? He has named it also very unique. Big beautiful bill, right? Trump has labeled, and hope people are worried that that might eat up the IRA Act, and that's why Mr. Elon Musk, who really got the beneficiary, he was the beneficiary of IRA as well, will be deprived of, because most of the solar installation he does, and now that 30% subsidy will be removed, and hence he is in trouble. So, but that act was there, so I have mentioned it. Now, there are some voluntary initiatives. So there are some national and global initiatives in climate action, and then there are some voluntary initiative. But once you take them, you have to stick with them. You can't say that, okay, I cannot do it this year, let me do it next year. Not possible. It will be cancelled. Your license will be cancelled, specifically with science-based target initiative, right? This provides a validated framework for companies to set their emissions, like certification from ISO we get, right? So instead of getting that certification, if somebody is setting net zero target, he can take this certification, and this is more authentic, and anybody who is doing is getting real credibility all across world. Why? Because these guys come and check it. SBTI model, they will come and check it, and then only they will approve. So it's a costly exercise, but once you take up this exercise, it becomes a boon for that company if that company wants international recognition. Now more than 4,500 company, and this is little dated data, numbers must have grown very fast, because 7,000 company were there in CDP, Carbon Disclosure Project, just 5 years ago. Today, you know how many companies are reporting under CDP?
Around 22,000, I think.
22,000, Deepak. Massive. And that's a massive job aspect as well. A lot of people are planning to start working on CDP projects. Okay. A massive job is coming there because everybody wants to do it. Yeah. And GHG, specifically with GHG, it is well linked. So people ask, no, what GHG के बाद क्या करोगे? Rating करेंगे. Okay. Climate rating के लिए TCFD, which is now IFRS. TCFD is gone, right? Sun has set on the TCFD. Now there is IFRS S2, which works exactly like the same. International, Deepak, International Financial, IFRS. Anyone who knows IFRS full form, S2. S2 is that one which talks about
Hello.
the. Yeah, Deepak, you can go ahead. So those,
So yes, under IFRS, you've got ISSB, so they've unified. So TCFD is under it now,
correct.
and
CFD has stopped.
S1 is more generalist in terms of disclosures, and S2 is more climate focused. And that is exactly where all these disclosures have to be made in terms of the targets being SBTI approved, or even in terms of GHG, there is such level of disclosure. They'll ask you the methodology, the key inputs, the key assumptions used to calculate the GHG. So you have all these disclosures under ISSB. Even in fact, CSRD is the most comprehensive reporting standard ever, which is controversial in Europe right now, and I think people in Europe await further clarity
Indeed.
post the omnibus proposal.
Omnibus proposal has diluted the situation for at least 1 year. Earlier, it was expected that CSRD will be applied to 50,000 company. CSRD had three requirements. The requirement number one was that minimum turnover you should have is $40 billion, $40 million, euros, sorry, 40 million euros. And your assets should be minimum of 20 million euros. If these two criteria fits for a European company, he has to report. Okay. They expanded it. CSRD was expanded under ERSR, that now even a smaller scale company has to start reporting. So from 7,000 of those company, it was supposed to increase to 50,000. And then Omnibus came in. And then everybody accepted Omnibus, delaying it. Omnibus said, "Okay, I'm compiling all this eco label, this, that, all CSRD, all of them, SFRD for finance, everything will follow Omnibus system, which will include all this. And you can start reporting. But it given a leeway for 1 year. So we don't know after 1 year what will happen, but right now they have diluted it, and only 5 to 7,000 companies are supposed to report this year. A lot of confusion is there in the market. Nobody knows who will be responsible, who will not be responsible.
I think even EU taxonomy is a very interesting topic, because that was a topic that had the potential to identify greenwashing.
Yes, absolutely. They have.
And India is also coming up with the India Climate Finance Taxonomy on the similar lines, but only focusing on climate mitigation and adaptation, while the European EU taxonomy focuses on six different objectives.
Correct, absolutely. Climate and change mitigation, climate change adoption, sustainable use and protection of waste, water and marine resources, transition to, circular economy, pollution prevention and control,
Pollution and
protection and restoration of
biodiversity.
biomass. Yeah, so these were the six, and they have that either of one of six item, if you are addressing, you can come into European Union environmental taxonomy. Of one to six, any of those, if you are doing, you can take a credit from them. So these were the advantage of US taxonomy of 2020. But everything is everywhere doldrum after Trump has come and started negotiating. Now, SBTI, we have already learned that this framework includes target for scope 1 and 2 very clearly, and 3 if your threshold is higher. Yeah, if your emission is more than 40%, then you have to cover the 3. That's why Unilever, under guidance, they are doing it right now under SBTI. If you have threshold of more than 40% emission coming from any of the category, you have to take up. Clear? Scope 3, otherwise it is out of SBTI. And then transition to net zero by mid-century remains the target. So you can take it before it, you can't delay it after. So if you are taking SBTI, that becomes another restrictive part. Because in India, we are allowed to go up to 2070 under NDC. राइट एनडीसी क्या हमारा वही कमिटमेंट ही है, हमने नेट जीरो वही बोला है, हम वो लेंगे 2070 में, हम नेट जीरो लेंगे. Carbon intensity 45% by, we will reduce by 45% of 2035. So these were some 30 है, 2030 है carbon intensity.
2030.
30.
2030.
So but that is a big challenge, huh? And that's why we need solarization and wind power. Now, RE100 is another respected voluntary initiative. A lot of people take Amazon, you name it. All big guys have taken RE100, which means that 100% sourcing of renewable energy. RE for renewable energy, 100 means 100%. That's the commitment we have seen. Even Microsoft has done, etc., etc. This also includes now more than 500 companies, including Google, Apple, IKEA. Encourage is an Indian company easily can do, क्योंकि उनको केवल ग्रिड में पीपीए करा के किसी भी ग्रिड से आरई ले लेना है and they can comply with it. So best strategy somebody has to take, they can do it under power purchase agreement if they have nearby, or there are several solar supplier now and they can supply to them. Other voluntary initiative includes green supply chains, circular economy practices like IKEA, H&M integrate their reuse, recycle and modular design. So that also is a best practice to be taken, and that can also become in your mitigation action one of those key fundamental pillar. But you have to understand before you put it, because question will be asked tomorrow when you will do presentation. So be careful, anything you say you should back it up. Last but not least is carbon neutral products. So you can create carbon neutral products, set a target to them, and follow the same. Microsoft, Dell has introduced products with verified carbon neutral footprints. Clear? Now, key challenges. This process is not easy. Everybody thinks it is a very easy thing, but there are challenges here, and learn that, because once you know the challenges, you know how to address them. Hence, start measuring. We started our premise was of GHG accounting learning was we measure because we want to reduce. Hence, key challenges once you know, you can control them or mitigate them. First one is scope 3 complexity. We have seen it our own self, right? We struggled when we were learning. Scope 3 emissions often represent more than 70 to 90% of a company total carbon footprint. Difficulty arises because total carbon footprint reporting and limited data transparency across the supplier, because every supplier is different and based on his size, willingness, regulations, he deviates from the fundamentals. Example is company like PepsiCo and Nestle. Both of them have been caught miserably doing greenwashing. Why? Because they were believing their supply chain is equally capable. For example, Coca-Cola is one of the best example apart from PepsiCo. What they announced, if you read their sustainability report even today, yeah, read their sustain. I think we have already talked about it. That they claim. No, I think I have not talked in this class. We have talked in Diamond class. So they claim that all their recycling happening. I think we have talked, right? Recycling.
Yes, sir. We have,
sea
yes, yes. They
sea-
are
sea-
taking, sea
Yeah,
wastage.
we
They are.
spoke about
Yes,
that.
sea plastic they talk about, right?
Yes.
And then the problem was sea plastic, the supplier itself doesn't know where from he's bringing the plastic pallets. And hence, lot of Nestle has the same issue. Yeah. Nestle was doing, they were claiming that they are following all the standards possible, all their packaging is carbon free. Unfortunately, that was not the case. That's the challenge number one. Everybody knows. Second challenge is policy shift. Because this area is very new, every day new policy comes or gets withdrawn. Hence the challenge. Government continually refine their policy. Each has changed in carbon or renewable energy incentive. Some government thinks it is good, some government opposition party thinks it is not good, and it gets changed. Company must proactively adopt those strategy which complies evolving legislations. So अभी बहुत स्ट्रांग गवर्नमेंट है तो फॉलो कर लो, नेक्स्ट गवर्नमेंट आए रिलैक्स नहीं करना है. आपने वो डिसाइड करना है जो आपके लिए नेक्स्ट 20 years के लिए बेनिफिशियल हो. If you think even though government is very strong, but I can take a hit. I'm okay to take a hit, but I can't commit to the net zero. Take that. Okay. Take that initiative, but take it with 20-year in visibility. Global disparity is another problem. So different regulatory framework across countries complicate further global compliances like India is facing today. CBAM of European Union unnecessarily. They know we are polluting country. That's why we have not committed to 2050. Still, if they are penalizing us for that same thing, which they know is totally unacceptable. That's what Jai Shankar, our EAM, External Affairs Minister, is trying to negotiate on. Now, stakeholder expectation is another key challenge, which transparency is demanded by them, but unfortunately, it's very difficult to give them, including investor, customer, and social license to the climate pollution or operations. Right? Companies are failing to meet climate goal, risk their reputational damage, and loss of customer trust. And these challenges cannot be ignored. With that, we have come to the end of our all modules, including bonus module. And now we have already done the full circle presentation now. What will happen tomorrow is let's discuss that. We will also discuss about comprehensive proctor test, what will be coming there, so how you can prepare. And also we have launched a 3-day CFA bootcamp. So if you guys are interested in any other bootcamp, you can come and join and see that how that exam is, right? It's a bootcamp, so you will get a full-fledged picture. But of course, that will not make sure that you will pass 100%, but you will get 100% idea that how other people are passing there. Now, full circle presentation, which you have to prepare tomorrow. Now that we have to agree. So let's take a vote quickly. Can we do it presentation tomorrow? Because we might require 1.5 day. It might not be done in a daytime. We have more than 15 people. And I believe sometime people go in flow and take more time. But limited time, somebody last time has guided very well. Time is important. Govardhan bola tha na? Govardhan told कि time.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody did a very beautiful, big, beautiful bill, but that bill has taken too much time. So that is not acceptable. 10 minutes. If everybody will 10 minutes, then we can finish tomorrow. So can we do tomorrow presentation? Amit is agreeing. Deepak, Govardhan, कल करते हैं क्योंकि छोड़ेंगे ना तो फिर वो मोमेंटम जाएगा और मजा आता है। ये भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है, ट्रस्ट में। आप प्रिपेयर करके आओगे, आपका जो फ्रेंड है वो भी प्रिपेयर करके आएगा और आपसे अलग पॉइंट लेके आएगा। सो
So can I?
या दीपक, वी लॉस्ट यू देयर। गोवर्धन, ओके, कोई मैसेज किया? नो, नित्या डजंट वांट। नोम का डे आफ्टर टुमारो। दिवाकर, नो। ओके, अगर 50-50 भी रिजल्ट आएगा तो मेरा वोट हमेशा कल के लिए ही जाएगा। तो लेट्स सी हु इज गिविंग व्हाट वोट। Okay, one by one. Three people have gone into nay shares. Amit is in yes. Deepak, Govardhan.
Can we postpone it, sir? Tomorrow might be a little
So you are
difficult for
also
me.
in nay side. Okay, no. Four people in no side. One people in. Karthik, tomorrow or day after?
Sir, I'm okay with tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, so two people in tomorrow, four people in five, no, four people in the other side. Benj,
I have a full day training tomorrow, so I may not be able to prepare.
you are day after tomorrow. Simple,
Yeah.
right? Day after tomorrow. Okay. So we have five people there, one person, two-person here. Vinith,
So day after tomorrow.
day after tomorrow, six people. Okay. Bhumika, Praveen, Govardhan, Avipsa.
So my question is, are we presenting a
No.
case?
Answer. We want answer. Vote.
No,
First.
I am not agreeing for tomorrow. My vote.
So finish. Okay,
But
let
sir,
me.
just a clarification.
Okay.
No for tomorrow, sir.
You
Full
want tomorrow,
circle.
Govardhan? Sorry, Govardhan, you want tomorrow?
No, I don't want tomorrow.
Oh, so eight people. So done deal. Done deal. Now, Bhumika, ask your question. So it will happen day after tomorrow. Okay. Now ask the
The
question.
full circle presentation means we have to present all the study modules, whatever we have understood, or with
No.
a case
We will
study.
we will give you a case study. You have to apply the modules. For example, 5-step
Okay.
model to calculate it, right?
Okay.
Five principles. Showcase that. Not obvious. It is a professional presentation. So you should not make it obvious that you are using five principles, but reflect that I have considered it.
So
Clear?
just like the that day on Sunday we had done, but it will be a detailed
Detail.
presentation
The question itself
with
is
all
very
the modules.
Question itself is very detailed. You will see it is asking mitigation, it is asking adoption, it is asking so many things, right?
Okay.
So it will be full-fledged. You require 10 to 15 minutes to present it. Okay. I- Any other question, Karthik?
Sir, I have I have a presentation in college on Friday, so I have to prepare for that.
So you do it tomorrow then. So people who wants to do tomorrow, one or two people can do it tomorrow. But problem is the other people will get influenced. So in that case, what you should be doing, Karthik, uh, you come only for 10 minutes on that day, present and go. Okay? Let's not, otherwise other people will get influenced, right? I don't want to do. Tomorrow, what we will do, tomorrow we will have a proctored exam. Let's close that. 1 hour exam is there. People can finish in 30 to 40 minutes. Everybody pass and they pass in flying color. So there is no doubt you will not pass. Only thing is just revise it once.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Absolutely multiple choice. Yeah.
Sir, for revising in a limited amount of time what we have, can we get the slides copy? Because to go through the videos, it will take a lot of time, sir.
Exactly. Very good proposal.
Agree.
I know everybody wants it. Problem is proprietary stuff. What I will do tomorrow morning, I will try to send you guys. That's a problem. I have too many things tomorrow. Let me see what best can be done. At least one or two module I will release this time with a promise after use you destroy it. Has the copyrights on it, and it is not developed by me. It is developed by my team member who's sitting in Middle East. He is a Harvard graduate. He doesn't allow. So we have agreed with him that we will create our own material based on it. That is why R is written. Can you see on the
I
bottom?
commit.
Yeah, just
I
delete.
also come, sir.
Just delete. No, I know none of you have.
Even I come.
Yeah, just delete it after. Make a copy of it, take the text out of it. I don't mind it. But just don't use the slides. Yeah, because he has a copyright on the slides.
Right, sir.
चलो ठीक है, दो तीन मैं भेजूंगा, सारे नहीं भेजूंगा. सो सारे के लिए आप लोग वीडियो देखना, दो तीन के लिए आई विल सेंड यू. ये सब तो छोटे छोटे हैं ना. मॉड्यूल 5 4 बोनस इज वेरी स्मॉल स्मॉल. सो आई विल नॉट
Yes,
सेंड
sir.
यू कैन जस्ट फास्ट फॉरवर्ड एंड चेक इट. ओके, सो दैट इज डन. सो
Sir,
एग्जामिनेशन, या,
at what time we will be having the exam?
7 o'clock. Sharp 7 o'clock we will
Okay.
start. ठीक है. 7:30 7:45 आप फिनिश करो एग्जाम, चले जाओ, कोई इशू नहीं. कल रिलैक्स डे है. गो एंड प्रिपेयर फॉर द प्रेजेंटेशन. या, एंड प्रैक्टिस एंड कम. योर कॉन्फिडेंस विल बी रियली इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज पीपल विल आस्क यू क्वेश्चन एज वेल. जिसका हो जाएगा ना, वो देखना बड़ा कूद कूद के क्वेश्चन पूछता है. जो पहले निकल जाता है तो वो डिसाइड मैं करता हूँ पहले कौन आएगा. और वो फिर क्वेश्चन पूछता है. क्वेश्चन पूछेगा तो आप फंसोगे. सो वॉट एवर यू राइट देयर, मेक श्योर यू नो इट. क्लियर.
Sir, 10 minutes presentation and how many minutes for question and answer?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's how it.
Okay.
So half of the time is in question and answer. I do not allow much because I know some of you are not too confident about it. But that's how the practice will happen. And anyway, that is first try. After that, you will be doing your own projects discussions, right? So anyway, you will be
Right.
exposing yourself. So better try it now. Okay. Otherwise, I will be running one. Okay. Now let's talk about how the next 2 week will go. We will be creating a community.
Yeah, Vivek, take care of the backbencher like me.
No, the presentation, Dibakarji, this time I will not excuse you. You have to give.
So I will present, but
Don't worry. Then there is
make
no
it make it someone is for. I mean, fine. Okay. Good.
You will do it. You will do it 100%. Trust me, you will do it. There is no doubt that you won't do it. Okay. The thing is, you are that kind of person who says, "I what I will do," and he does it. Yeah, I know this kind of people. Just take that leap of faith, and trust me, your presentation will be much better. Okay, and use AI, use whatever best you can. Okay, try it because none of them. And now, tomorrow maybe 15 minute to 20 minute, I will be doing how to use AI in sustainability. This is a teaser which I will be giving you guys. Okay, 15 minute to 20 minute how to use AI because there is a challenge in AI, specifically with sustainability. It is biased. It is biased towards themselves, specifically data center. So we will do an introductory session today on how to use AI in sustainability so that it doesn't hallucinate for you. Okay. And it enables you to do your job better. Clear? Now, quick one. I will show you guys what will happen in 3 days, which is starting on 5th. And it is a day program. Saturday, full day, we will be doing boot camp on sustainable investing or ESG investing. Full day, these are 3 day program which we are launching. We will be starting at 11 o'clock, finishing at 4. I think Abhipsa has already joined from the group. Abhipsa, correct? You have already joined, I believe.
Yes, yes,
You
I
have.
have.
So what will happen is we take here international certification. This program is for international certification. A lot of people wants to do international certification in sustainability. One of the program which we are offering is uh, CFA, Institute Sustainable Investing. Now, for that, we have created a 3 day boot camp. This is just for making sure that everybody is on the same place, same page. So people who are starting this journey, for them also it becomes a kind of booster. And people who are closing this journey, you will find 5 6 people are appearing from our batch. Okay, they are from the diamond group, they are appearing for the exam. For them it becomes a culminating session. So Saturday, Sunday, we have full day sessions, and on Monday we have 7 to 9 session, and maybe starting little early because there will be mock test giving you feel that what kind of question they ask. Clear? So that is how the 3 days are arranged. It starts at 11 and finishes at 4. So anybody who is not free should not be joining because their money will be wasted, and recording you can't listen in because it will go very fast pace. Okay. So if you are thinking that I will listen the recording, it will become useless if you have not attended part of it, because then you will be in groove and you can understand. So कम से कम 2 घंटे अगर आप नहीं निकाल पाओगे तो प्रोग्राम आपके लिए नहीं है. And it is not for everyone even. I don't want a lot of people there. Already we have enough people there who has committed to us. Now, quickly what I will do, I will showcase to you what all we are covering. So you will have an idea that why people have joined, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Sir, what is CFA?
CFA is an international institute, US based institute, which is Chartered Financial Analyst Institute based out of Virginia. They have a program called Sustainable Investing. They have a program called Sustainable Investing. More than 40,000 people have graduated. More than 40,000 people carry this certificate. But of course, this certificate is unique and very useful for people who works in banks and finance. Very useful. People who are transitioning themselves, it helps them to get recognized. Because
Okay,
if
sir.
the finance people have done that course and you are sitting in a company and you also have that course, they feel it is a fraternity. That's why a lot of people try to achieve this. A lot of people have done even a CR and this as well. So this is a program which is certify you that you are internationally recognized. Clear?
Okay.
That's a CFA institute. Now, the CFA institute has several programs because they launched this program. There was too much of demand, so they have created 2 3 other programs. But first of all, those are more costlier, and second of all, this is as per responsible investing. Okay, so a lot of people does in their free time as well. Now here, 5 skill which you will be learning, not one. Here, you will be learning 5 skills. We also learn just now 4 skills, right? We learn GHG accounting, inventory creation, mitigation action, and climate action. We learn 4 skills in last boot camp. Here, you will be learning 5 skills. Now, passing rate is 70 to 80%, but CFA is known for failing people. Institute, they have a finance ka program where they fail. In India, you have CA, right? Chartered Accountancy. If you want to practice in finance in USA or anywhere else in world, any finance company will prefer a people with a CFA certification. Now, CFA is different. So then they are known for failing people. But here, right now, they are allowing people to pass. 70 to 80% people who attempt, they pass. 4 hours daily, 4 to 5 hours, you have to commit from 5 to 7. Why people are learning it? Because $30 trillion currently is waiting to get deployed or has been deployed. $30 trillion only in top five countries. Top five countries has this much money, which is labeled as ESG. So if you understand it, you will understand it clearly. We are offering right now to you guys 92% discount, 750 plus questions are given if somebody wants to prepare for it. And that is why that last day is mock day. So if somebody thinks that I do not want to prepare, this is too hard for me, they should not coming on Monday. But if they want to come, of course, they are welcome. 67% of finance professional fails, and that's why they take this ESG roles. Everybody wants to do ESG role, right? From HR department to HSC department to consultants to board of director, everybody wants to land a job in ESG because this secures them for next 5 to 10 years. And the reasons we have seen is the wrong study approach because institute says 130 hours you should study to pass this exam. People use outdated material and a lot of integration of skill is not happening. So people learn in silos. तो GHG जैसे अभी आप पढ़ लिए और आपने रिपोर्टिंग नहीं पढ़ी कि how to do a GRI reporting or BRSR reporting, then you are working in silo. You need to know the complete stuff. ESG, CFA ESG program provides you that. Now, five core skill which people learn is one is the ESG risk. So you must have heard about ESG risk and opportunity. So what are the risk you need to identify and what are the opportunity you need to identify? Both you have to do it. By the way, in the next 2 weeks, when we will doing the project, the last module in that will be identifying the risk and opportunity for each project. Otherwise, how will you make profit center? If you want to make profit center, how will you make that? By knowing that what is the risk here and what kind of opportunity you have. So ESG risk analysis, we will start with identifying the climate. So we learned in GHG what? Only environment, right? So if somebody wants to learn social and governance, which is a little bit of finance part, they take this program. Okay. Social and governance, we cover here in detail. Also decision makers, if you are a board of director, independent board of director. So you need that how to engage, how to see a value of a company in perspective of ESG. ESG का फायदा है क्या? Can I use it in my valuation? Those people also take this program and try to understand. And you will find in those group, mostly board of directors are there, not very young people. Currently, who are people who are attempting the exam, they are ex-IRCTC chairman, they are a Pidilite head of sustainability. Those kind of people are attending the program because they want to, in decision making, they want to use this skill and this is a good certification to take. ESG integration techniques also, that how to integrate ESG into your business by looking into materiality. How many of you understand materiality? Have you heard materiality? Financial materiality of ESG. कोई सुना है?
Yes.
Yeah. Abhipsa, Karthik, materiality assessment. Have you
Yes,
learned?
sir.
Deepak has learned it, right? So that also we learn here, that how to find materiality. And there are some tricks and techniques, and I will give you some documents around it as well, right? It's a crunch program, but it covers everything. And then engagement and stewardship, mostly for board of directors, right? They want to engage, or analyst. How to influence a company to adopt ESG is what we learn here. And then client communication, that how to engage an investment company so that he can prepare a portfolio according to your requirement, which is a ESG requirement. What you will achieve in 3 days, again similar like what we have learned in GHG protocol, but little bit on higher side. Why? Because you are covering S and G and little bit of finance as well. Okay, little bit of finance. You can skip that part if it is goes too hard for you because you are doing in crunch scenario. But if you are planning to do such kind of certification, then you learn it. It doesn't require too much of MBA in finance. It doesn't require that. It requires a simple understanding of finance. Simple. कितने लोग इसमें से स्टॉक इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं? पुट यस इन चैट बॉक्स और रेज हैंड इफ यू हैव डन इट, आइदर म्यूचुअल फंड और स्टॉक, एनी टाइम इन योर लाइफ. Mutual fund, fixed deposit, anything. Yeah. I'm quite surprised Praveen has not done, Avipsa has not done, Omkar has not done. क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? म्यूचुअल फंड के बिना आजकल होता क्या है? Okay, now chat box
No,
with.
no, I do.
Okay, Avipsa has done. Right? ELSS. Yeah, that ELSS also is an investment. Now, is your investment is climate conscious, social conscious? Are you investing in right place? That's what you learn here. ओके, तो अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट में कैसे ईएसजी को घुसाना है वो यहाँ पे आप पढ़ सकते हो, बिकॉज पोर्टफोलियो खुद का बना सकते हो आप। आपको फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर नहीं बनना है, ऑफ कोर्स यू डू नॉट वांट टू डू इट, बट if you think it helps, it helps. Second is practical aspect of it. Lot of case studies are there. At least 10 case study will be covering in 3 days. 10, right? Massive amount of case study. Every module has 3 4 case studies. So let's see how many of those we are covering. And then we will be also providing you those case study full format. There was a presentation done by, like you people have done, previous batch of CFA has done. So we will provide you free of cost. So if you want, you can watch those case study in real life. One of those is very interesting. I will share with you guys anyway. Now, pass rate is very good. Jobs are mostly with finance company. So if you are not looking to work with finance company, these numbers are useless, but they pay double of the salary. That's the only difference between here and there. And then that area opens for you. Any bank, any financial institute, any financial advisor, all will love to have you if you have this certification. We also give guarantee, but of course not in this program. We give guarantee if you are a part of Diamond membership, that till that you are passing, your program fees will be waived off. Learn from industry experts. You will see all the members who are there currently. They are very senior, and most of them either in board of director or they are working in finance segment, or they are working with government institutions like World Bank, WEF. Those kind of job, if you are targeting, then it becomes a good platform to work. Of course, my experience is there. Lot of money is floating around. What all we are covering in these sessions? So we will start with ESG fundamental again. So E part, now I don't doubt you guys do not understand environmental, climate. I believe you know completely. But S and G will be definitely what will be added here. And then it's market as well, where you can find people are working in this area, right? Which country? Like I have just told you, $30 trillion. Where is that $1 trillion? How it is working out? Climate change impact analysis. So we have learned climate change. Here we will be talking about impact of the same. Environmental due diligence process, how the due diligence happens on investment companies, in how investment company does on a company. We learn that. Environmental risk assessment framework we will be learning, and resource management, that planetary, you must have heard 9 planetary. Uh, uh, um, there is a fundamental there as well, very good one, that how we have already crossed out of 9, 5 of those planetary boundary we have covered. Stockholm, there is a research on the Stockholm side which talks about the 9 planetary boundaries. So we'll be learning that. Then resource management and efficiency matrix, we'll be learning that how you must have heard, right, that mining is eroding us, petroleum is eroding our planet. So we'll be learning those matrices, which matrix people use to judge it. And then, of course, there will be case study as well. Day two, we'll be looking into social impact measurement. So you must be knowing social audits happening, right? So what are the measures they take, how they measure it, what are the KPIs they use? Of course, it is not Indian perspective, it is international perspective. So nothing here I will be talking Indian perspective. I will give you examples of Indian context, but mostly it is international. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and how it has changed to now cultural. There is no word now in US specifically, DEI. If they will find DEI, they will ban that company. So even Microsoft, etc., had changed to cultural, right? So how that framework is changing, we need to know how they get measured. So anybody who is interested in rating agency, this is a very good program for them. If you are targeting to work with a rating agency, then you will learn that labor practices, ILO organization requirements, human right assessment, how it happens, what are those matrices are there, you will be learning on the day two. Then we will go into corporate governance best practices. So if somebody is in decision making, they will know all this, that यूएस में क्या corporate governance चल रहा है, यूके में क्या चल रहा है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कैसे होता है, जापान में क्या सिस्टम है, जर्मनी में कैसे कर रहे हैं, right? We'll be learning at least 5 to 6 countries governance system and how that is influencing Indian context. We'll be talking about executive compensation analysis, that how that Means a CEO salary, if you don't know, is nowadays more than 100 times than the average salary of the company. And that is distorting the whole governance system because he is now worried about his salary and his next quarter performance because he will be fired next quarter if he is not performing it. So what happens with that? What is the dynamics behind it? We'll learn with the social screening and tech investment as well. Last day, of course, we will cover some theory, mock test, client mandate, little bit finance here. Here, little bit finance will come. That how you construct your portfolio optimization, how you construct a portfolio and how you optimize. So there are some theories like mean variance optimization, global efficient frontier. We get introduction to it. So this is little bit of finance, but if you are doing your own finance, it might be helpful to judge whether you are a good person, you are doing a good investment or bad investment. Yeah, ESG integration in asset class valuation, how valuation happens, right? We will be learning that on last day, along with the engagement and stewardship strategy. This is what more than 85% result has happened last time. We are charging 4,990. It's already been advertised. There is nothing hidden here. And we do not need too many people. We need only 5 people additional. We have already got enough number, but we need additional 5 people. So anybody who is interested, he can take this program. It is recommended and it is also fun to have you there. With that, we have come to end of the session. Now, any question you have, I will take that and we'll close the session for today. And we'll meet tomorrow for the examination, 7 o'clock.
So one thing I missed is the duration and when will these classes be conducted?
This classes on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Saturday, Sunday, it is 11 to 4 with a half an hour break for lunch. And Monday, it is 7 to 10, 9, 10. Maybe we will be starting at 6 o'clock, depending upon how much I have covered in day 1 and 2. Because there is a massive 9 modules which I have to cover in 3 days.
So basically, the entire course will be covered in 3 days.
Yes, entire thing will be covered in 3 days. So it is recommended as a primer to real preparation, or it is a refresher for before the examination. It is not recommended that you take our program and you pass 100%. Not possible. Don't think that. If you are thinking that is possible, not possible.
No, I get that it's a preparation.
Yes, it is a preparation.
The main.
It's a preparation boot camp. So anybody who wants to know how it works, what is there, is it for me or not? So this is that kind of exposure.
So generally, what is the cost of the CFA exam?
That is $850 for non-members, $783 for members. Approximately 80,000 GST वगैरह लगा के लगता है. Trouble is with failing. If you fail that exam, again you have to pay $650. That's the problem there. So if you pass, then it is worthwhile. 80,000 लगाओ, pass कर जाओ. But problem if you fail, then again you have to pay. They will not give any relaxation. And that's why it is essential that you take some prep provider.
Sir, this is a once and all boot camp, or you have future boot also?
So this boot camp only happens twice in a year. When we finish that diamond membership program, which is a 3 plus 3 month program. It is a 6-month preparation program which we do. Once we come to end, we do this twice in a year. One happen in June, July, another will happen in December.
Okay.
So December wala to anyway is included in your, if you take CFA, it is included there. Like this few people who are joining diamond members, for them it is a free kind of stuff. So for you guys,
We can enroll in December as well.
You can enroll in December for sure. Why not? You can definitely enroll in December. Clear? Don't take a stress.
Clear, sir.
This is not for you guys. I have just sharing because it's my obligation to share with everyone. Okay, don't take a stress. Tomorrow again, we will have a different test. We have different stuff to do, and day after tomorrow, we have presentation. Okay. So anybody who is interested, they can pay money and join it. Vipsa has joined from this group. I don't know why you have joined. You have not taken the full program of Vipsa. So what made you to join this?
No, hey, I'll talk with you, sir. I'll have a talk with you later.
Okay, fair, fair, fair. No worries, no worries. Okay. So shall we end the session now, or you have any questions to take? Apart, well, let me
So,
close this. Yeah.
so you told that you will be covering a topic, uh, AI integration into ESG.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow,
Okay,
tomorrow.
okay, sir.
Before the exam or after the exam, that how to use for sustainability tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There, I don't have the slides today.
That we were going to have some input from Vasisht about carbon credit markets. I really was interested. So,
Okay, tell me if you have a question. I'm happy to answer.
no, actually, you said now he is working in the same domain, so we could have some practical like.
Yeah, yeah. Where is Vasist? No, unfortunately,
Uh,
yesterday he came, he contributed and ran away. He was supposed to have a debate.
uh,
Tomorrow, anyways, everybody will come. There is examination, so after that we will catch him. I will not let him go.
yeah,
I will.
that input can help us a lot.
Indeed, because he is doing agriculture one and he committed that. He committed that. Amit ने commit नहीं किया था, but still he did it. But that guy has committed. Okay, I will put the. He is doing day in and day out. That is his bread and butter. So I don't know. उसका line खराब था. मतलब he is always in rural area, so I have to give him that excuse. But tomorrow, of course, he will come for the examination. Let me speak with him and I will confirm to you for sure. और एनीवे अभी अभी 2 वीक और हो आप लोग हमारे साथ राइट सो ही विल बी कमिंग टू दोज सेशन ऑन वीकेंड्स एंड वंस वीकेंड में तो कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं है ना कि मैं रूरल में हूँ कि अर्बन में हूँ ही विल कंट्रीब्यूट ओके
Sir, any
What is
employment opportunities?
सॉरी सॉरी गोवर्धन
Any employment opportunities?
very good are you there in the first of all in the employment group lot of opportunities are of course right now it's not there because I am unable to focus there even and Sandeep is also traveling a lot. So, but we will come back to you if something is really interesting happening, for sure. I know everybody wants to transition. That pain, I know, right? I will support whatever best I can, but within my limits. I cannot commit you anything which I can't fulfill. I'm not that kind of person. I hope that you must have seen, right? जो बोला है उससे ज्यादा करूंगा लेकिन कमिटमेंट ज्यादा कभी नहीं कर सकता हूँ मैं
Okay.
Yeah. What you are doing nowadays, Govardhan? Where are you working? Just out
I
of
am working. No, I am working for IRIS GP, Sustainable Solutions. It is climate-based startup.
sorry, I didn't get you.
I work for a climate-based startup company,
Okay.
Sustainable Solutions,
Based out of Hyderabad.
Bangalore, Bangalore,
You are in
Bangalore.
Bangalore. तो आ
Yeah,
जाओ
yeah.
ऑफिस में आ जाओ यार. Which part in Bangalore you are? Everywhere here anyway 1.5 hours, so you can come to.
J JP Nagar 8, 7 Phase.
Then you can take a metro and come to my place, Whitefield. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
आ जाओ, we'll sit together. No worries.
Okay.
At least मिलो. You never know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah.
जॉब नहीं तो कुछ काम तो जरूर मिल जाएगा. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Do visit, do visit. Just call me. We
Yeah,
can
sure.
make a plan. Okay.
Sure, sure. Sure.
So, how many of you are really thinking to change your career? Just by raise of hand, yes, no, maybe. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people wants to change. होएगा 100%.
I'm looking for job itself. Currently not working, so looking for job also, and I want to start in this sector only.
This sector ESG होगा
same
100%.
same here?
पहले
I'm
तो सी भी आप लोग सब आदमी एक बार
Currently unemployed.
Makes
And
sense.
basically, you're looking in the perspective of consultancy work, not a regular job, but it could be on a if
ISO,
it's saying
you do a lot of ISO, right? You do BCP ISO.
we just started, not doing so much. It just started the thing.
Okay. So you want to grow in
The training I took in the March. Yeah, took the in the March and the certification in April.
Yes, Ravi. हाँ बोलो ना भाई, quick. Sorry. Yeah, you were saying something. I missed you there.
I was saying that basically that I took the training in the March and the certificate got in the April. So it just started networking with the
ISO.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the ISO.
Okay. Fair. नहीं ये पहला तो लेट्स डू वन थिंग एवरीवन प्लीज शेयर द सीवी अभी 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 मत करना सीवी शेयर लेकिन इन दिस वीक प्रिपेयर अ सीवी विथ एडिंग नाउ यू हैव कंप्लीटेड अ बूट कैंप राइट सो ऐड दैट and I will send you a format how to add this as well as the now you will get 1 month of internship का certificate. We are going to give you 1 month का internship का certificate. So उसका भी मैं तुमको टेक्स्ट भेज दूंगा कि क्या क्या कवर होता है ideally. You can bring your own jobs as well and discuss with me as a project. But what we do is we run for next 2 weeks. Every day there will be some task given, which is a part of how to prepare GHG, emission control, and climate change. So I will send you that text. I've already prepared. I will send you that what ideally you should be putting there as an internship. And this is an internship which you are doing online. So advantage है कि आप कर रहे हो even though you are working in your field. But this will add a real value to your CV. Okay, that is first part. Send the CV in my free time, and then we will sit together and see for at least how you can plan your career. Okay, let me help you there. Okay, I can't offer the job. I can't. Can I? मतलब 15 लोगों को कहाँ रखूंगा अगर इतनी बड़ी कंपनी हो.
Definitely.
Right. However, I'm
I'm
going and we need people, but अभी हम लोग उनके साथ काम कर रहे हैं जिनके साथ पहले हमने कमिटमेंट करके रखा हुआ है. So those people are working with us. But आप लोग भी लॉट में आओगे slowly. So you also show that improvement in yourself. क्या कर रहे हो ग्रुप में. इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ ग्रुप में डालो. मेन ग्रुप में डालने से ये फायदा होता है ना, दूसरे भी नोटिस करते हैं. एक आदमी के करने से कुछ नहीं होगा, लेकिन एक आदमी चालू करेगा और सारे करेंगे ना, एंड दे सपोर्ट, ट्रस्ट मी, लॉट मेनी पीपल विल कॉल यू टुमारो. और एक कोहोर्ट वाला तो बहुत अच्छा बन जाता है. आप देखोगे सारे कोहोर्ट जो अभी तक 9 कोहोर्ट हैं सब में बहुत अच्छी बॉन्डिंग है. कोई कुछ कर रहा होता है और शेयर कर रहा होता है. कुछ भी क्रैक कर दिया उसने, और क्रैक होते हैं बहुत लोगों के. फोड़ दिया मैंने, वो एक ही फोड़ रहा होता है लेकिन सबको इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है एंड दे कीप ऑन डूइंग इट. और जैसे मैंने बोला है, कंपाउंडिंग इफेक्ट इज व्हाट यू शुड काउंट ऑन. लाइफ वर्क्स विद कंपाउंडिंग. ओके. एक दिन में लॉटरी जिसको लगी होती है ना, उसके पीछे बहुत ज्यादा उसका इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है. डेली दारू पी के केवल लॉटरी खरीदता है वो, तब जाके एक दिन लगती है उसकी लॉटरी. सो वो भी मेहनत है. इट्स नॉट इजी जॉब. गाली सुनना सबसे, फिर भी जाके लॉटरी खरीद के लेके आना. तो वो भी मेहनत है. राइट. तो हम
रोज
लोग तो
रोज
थोड़े सजग लोग हैं. हम लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं और फिर मेहनत से कुछ डिमांड कर रहे हैं, तो हमें भी मिलेगा. थोड़ा टाइम लगता है.
and you are now become the layer of that compounding with us.
I have just tried my level best to accelerate that process. I'm a catalyst to it. And I hope I work like that. And I always count your success is my success tomorrow. Okay? तो आप लोग को तो करना ही करना है. अब कैसे करोगे, क्या फोड़ोगे मुझे नहीं मालूम है, लेकिन फोड़ो. ठीक है. और जो
वो
मेरे सपोर्ट लगेगा,
छोड़ देंगे सर।
एकदम फोड़ना ही फोड़ना है. कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है अपने पास. मेहनती लोग हो यार. मतलब द वे यू हैव गिवन कमिटमेंट, none of you have shown a iota of, tiredness throughout 14 sessions. 13, आज 13 है, राइट? कल 14 है. थ्रू आउट दिस 13 सेशंस, 2 दिन का बीच में 2-4 दिन का गैप था, बट स्टिल 14+4. एक दिन में मुझे कोई नहीं दिखा जो थका हुआ है, बोर हो रहा है. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, ऑफिस से आने के, मैं भी ऑफिस किया हूँ सुबह से शाम तक वाला, ये ड्रेन्ड आउट हो जाता है आदमी ऑफिस से आने के बाद. सो आई
सर हमारी एनर्जी, सर आर एनर्जी इज अ रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ यू। आप इतने एंथुजियास्टिक रहते हो, पैशनेट रहते हो, आप हमारे में एनर्जी फिल कर देते हो सर।
और नहीं,
बात ये
मेरा
है।
पैशन, मेरा तो एडवांटेज है, मेरा पैशन है, तो मैं तो इसलिए आता ही हूँ कि मेरे को अच्छा लगता है. बट आप लोगों में वो चेंज आया है, दैट्स अ मैसिव चेंज, राइट?
सर
एक
मैंने
मुझे कोई नहीं दिखा है.
I attended the feedback session of cohort 9, and most of them had praised the way you have taught them, the
Right.
way you have conducted the training session, and that same feeling we have also got it. That क्या पढ़ाया है सर, क्या मजे के साथ पढ़ाया है, मतलब टू गुड सर।
Pleasure is mine. And by the way, they got only 10, 11 days. You guys got 1 month. So every new batch is, and this is the last. I won't increase from there. I'm done with it. ठीक है. अभी मैं इंटरनेशनल प्रोग्राम को बीट कर रहा हूँ. You won't believe, for same program, one guys, and why I did this program. आप मानोगे नहीं, रिवेंज है मेरा उनके साथ. एक कंपनी है. How many of you know that company which offers for 6 week $2,000 they charge? सेम चीज पढ़ा रहे हैं. ऑफ कोर्स मैंने उनका कोई मटेरियल नहीं लिया, दे कांट क्लेम इट एट ऑल. ओके. सेम चीज पढ़ा रहे हो. और हमने उससे ज्यादा करके, आपको 14 डे का कोई नहीं पढ़ाता, उसमें भी वीक में 2 दिन पढ़ाते हैं. डू यू नो विच कंपनी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, गोवर्धन? वेरी फेमस वन. मिंटिंग मनी, एंड नाउ दे ट्रीट एज ए शिट. वो हमारे लोग को शिट के जैसा ट्रीट करते हैं. रात में 1 बजे की क्लास होती है. कैन यू बिलीव इट? और वो 2,000 बच्चे दे के रात में 1 बजे जगते हैं और अटेंड करते हैं. एक बार जाके चेक करो, मैं बताता नहीं हूं, मेरा कॉम्पिटिटर मैं क्यों बताऊं, राइट? लेकिन जाके चेक करो वो प्रोग्राम. या पॉइंट ये है कि दिस इज नॉट डन. इसीलिए हम लोग पीछे हैं. वो बोलते हैं ग्लोबल साउथ के बच्चे, इनको मैं डिस्काउंट दूंगा. अरे तेरा डिस्काउंट लेने के लिए यहाँ तेरे से अमीर बैठे हुए हैं, तुझे मालूम नहीं है. ही इज वेल एजुकेटेड, नो डाउट, ही इज गुड गाय, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई ही इज सेलिंग इट. बट पॉइंट ये है कि आप दूसरे को डिप्राइव नहीं करो ना. या. And they will say that out of this 30% I have given your timing. No, why you are asking me all the classes in your timing? I have given 30%. You are global south, you have 30%. अरे we contribute 70% of the economy. You don't know, idiots. पहले भी करते थे, अभी भी करते हैं. चाइना को मिला लो तो करते हैं उतना हम लोग इकोनॉमी का, राइट? सो दिस इज हाउ इट इज. सो वी नीड टू टेक दैट बैक. या ये एरिया थोड़ा वीक है. नेक्स्ट 5 year में इंडिया हैज टू कम देयर, एंड यू गाइज हैव टू प्रूव दैट, नॉट मी. I have to doing my part. I am making my money, um, and I'm making money from everywhere. But I want you guys to make. Okay? ये वेस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. 1 महीना आपका, 21 दिन में जो चेंज है उसको आप कंटिन्यू करो. ट्रस्ट मी. डायमंड, देर आर लॉट ऑफ फोटोग्राफ्स कम्स एज ए मीम, राइट? दैट यू आर डिगिंग, यू आर डिगिंग, यू आर डिगिंग, एंड देन देर इज अ डायमंड बिलो इट. एंड यू जस्ट लीव देयर. नहीं करना है. 21 दिन कर लिया है आपने, ट्रस्ट मी, जस्ट डिग लिटिल फर्दर. थोड़ा सा परसिस्टेंट रखो. हाँ, अब ये बैठोगे कि नहीं मेरे को सस्टेनेबिलिटी कोई मैनेजर बना दे, नहीं बनाएगा भाई. थोड़ी रियलिटी के साथ चलना आप लोग. ठीक है? जो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले ग्रैब करना है. इसलिए मैं बोला हूँ 15-15 मिनट सबने बैठना है, आधा घंटे सबने बैठना है. जितना टाइम लगेगा, आई एम रेडी टू सिट. बुक कर लेना एक टाइम स्लॉट, संदीप को बोल के हम लोग बैठेंगे साथ में. सीवी लेके बैठेंगे आपका, और प्लान करते हैं ना. एफर्ट करना अपना काम है, मिलना ना मिलना वो कोई डिसाइड नहीं कर सकता. अब दीपांकर जी वगैरह तो कंसल्टिंग में जाएंगे, तो उनके लिए उतना मैंडेटरी नहीं है. लेकिन जिनको भी इंटरेस्ट है 8 लोगों का, वो थोड़ा मेहनत करिए. आप लोग थोड़ा सा और करिए. ओके. यू हैव डन गुड, यू गाइज आर गुड, दिस बैच इज गुड. क्वेश्चंस वे आर रियली रियली इंसाइटफुल. इट हैज चैलेंज मी सम टाइम, बट आई एंजॉयड इट. ओके. सो आप लोगों के पास कैपेबिलिटी है, जस्ट थोड़ा सा और चिजल करो और उसको आइडियल बनाओ. And I'm still there 2 weeks working with you guys. Okay. मेक श्योर करेंगे कि यू गेट समथिंग, सम अपॉर्चुनिटीज, एंड लेट मी पुट माय टीम बैक सो दैट दे कैन स्टार्ट पोस्टिंग गुड जॉब्स इनसाइड द ग्रुप. ठीक है. Next 2 weeks we will increase that as well.
What is the presentation topic, by the way?
Presentation topic will be question which will be sent tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Want to send it today, but it will be in rush. थोड़ा सा improvise करना है उसको, और I will send it tomorrow morning. So you'll have,
Okay.
it's a complete question. Uh, Ideally, now do you want to do it in group? लेकिन दो लोग या 3 लोग ग्रुप में करना है, इंडिविजुअल करना है प्रेजेंट?
Sir, I prefer to do it individually.
We'll go with individual.
We'll do individually.
इंडिविजुअल. ठीक.
Group would be better, sir. Voting
No,
हो जाएगी, voting.
I'm saying individual because the essence of this boot camp will be put by everyone equally.
नहीं नहीं, आप क्या कर सकते हो, आइडियली लास्ट बैच में लोगों ने क्या किया, बनाया सबने अपना अपना प्रेजेंटेशन, बट बेस्ड ऑन देयर स्ट्रेंथ they have presented it. So when question came, you have 3 people to answer. That's what they have done. Now you have option. You can do it individually. I don't mind it. मतलब आपका टाइम तो लिमिटेड ही है ना. एडवांटेज ये रहेगा कि यू विल हैव अदर पीपल टू सपोर्ट यू एटलीस्ट इन क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर. और ऐसे भी ज्यादा लोग नहीं पूछते, वही जो पहले फिनिश कर देते हैं एंड दे डू इट इन फ्लाइंग कलर्स, दे विल कम लिटिल बिट. उनको प्रूव करना है ना कि दे वॉन द होल थिंग.
What
By the
what
way,
Deepak?
who was the winner of last session? Let's have a voting. अब कल by the way peer voting भी होती है, हाँ? परसों sorry, peer voting भी होगी simultaneously. So everybody will be voting for each of you. Yeah. So जैसा हमने किया था, हमने लास्ट टाइम किया ना, इस बैच में भी किया है, एक peer voting हुई थी, correct? So let me create a poll now.
वो बस दीपक को पहले मत देना सर.
सब लोग डर रहा है. गुड दीपक, यू टेक क्रेडिट. हाँ, टेरर कर दिया यार तुमने. Okay, so who was the look? I have heard 5 names, so I will just take that 5 name only now, which everybody repeated in their own feedback. The number one, people said the person who did well was Bedge, even though he was not prepared, but he did well. He put the case really well. So Bejazil is the one number. There are 5 people whom you have to vote for. Second person who got appreciated was Vinith. Again, he became moderator, but still people have appreciated him. Third people was Amit, yeah, which everybody appreciated, being a good governance side. I think Divakaji has left. Okay, he left. Okay. Now, fourth person was Abhipsa, right? She put a strong arguments. So she is the fourth one. Fifth one was same people who has terrorized that he should not do first tomorrow, which is Deepak. So these are the 5 people. Apart from that, everybody contributed, but these 5 names came 5 times in discussion. And Karthik was also there, but Karthik was in little weaker side, and hence his name never came up so many times. Okay, Govardhan, Karthik, all these people who fought well, but did not get the name. So these 5 people. Now, guys, go ahead and vote.
I left in the middle. As not
Yeah,
as I left.
you did the same thing. Nitya did the same. Nitya तो last में जाके भाग गई है. She left at the end, fag end, right? When the real stuff started, when everybody was speaking one over. So these 5 people, go ahead and vote now. जिसका नाम ज्यादा आएगा, he is the winner. Everyone. और वो नहीं वोट कर सकते. ये 5 लोग खुद के लिए वोट नहीं कर सकते. अदर लोग ही जिताएंगे और हराएंगे. प्रवीण का भी नाम आना चाहिए, बट सेम थिंग. प्रवीण ऑल्सो वॉज नॉट जंपिंग ऑन ईच अदर एंड डिबेट में वो चाहिए. ओमकार का भी सेम था.
कहाँ पे करना है वोट?
लिखिए नाम, लिखिए नाम,
अच्छा.
लिख दीजिए चैट बॉक्स में. सो जिसका नाम ज्यादा बार आएगा, ही इज द विनर. Interesting answers, yeah. Interesting one. Okay, so Amit is the hands down winner. There is no doubt about it. अब अभी पर लिखा होगा. खुद से लिख दिया होगा, 5 बार चेक करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so Govardhan said Praveen. Praveen was not in race, but he got it already. One vote.
Thank you.
Nitya said Amit. Deepak said Amit. Deepak, देखो दीपक ने खुद को नहीं दिया है. Okay, I said that these people should not vote, but they have voted. So everybody vote then. Everybody vote for other, leaving themselves. They cannot vote for themselves. Okay. Avipsa said Amit. हाँ सबने ही किया ही है. Okay. So Amit is the hands down winner, and congratulations to Amit. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job done. So today you are the number one. Now you have to maintain. You have a more challenge now. People will ask
Yes,
you more
certainly.
question now. Yeah, remember that. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Then the final winner will be decided in the final presentation. If every three people, all the three people does all the three exam, if you do the well, then the final result will come. Clear? मार्क्स में तो सब अच्छे ही लाते हैं. So everybody gets above 90. Just revise कर लेना. मैं 2 मॉड्यूल के पेपर भेज दूंगा with the promise that you destroy after the use. Clear? With that, let's close the session for today. We'll see you
तो
tomorrow.
प्रेजेंटेशन ग्रुप में कर लें सर, फिर फाइनल है या फिर इंडिविजुअल कैसा है?
ये अब आप लोग ही डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो मैं कैसे डिसाइड करूँ. तो अगर नहीं डिसाइड होगा तो इंडिविजुअल है. नहीं डिसाइड होगा तो इंडिविजुअल है. ऑब्वियस.
बताओ.
Basically, my suggestion is we can create a group of 2 people because we have a large number. So the for the presentation time, we can have a little longer. That will have a good impact.
एक्चुअली क्या होता है, लेट में सब भागने लगते हैं. लेट के टाइम में तो जो सबसे लास्ट करेगा, और चॉइस तो मैं करूंगा, तो थोड़ा मेरे पे भी प्रेशर रहता है कि इसको लास्ट में क्यों लिया. उस समय कोई सुनने वाला नहीं होता है. बट फिर अच्छा वही होता है कि मैं डिसीजन ले रहा हूँ तो यू विल गेट द बेनिफिट, राइट. सो जो लास्ट में करेगा उसको मेरा डिसीजन से मतलब है, पीयर रिव्यू से मतलब नहीं. सो लेट्स डू इट 2 people टुगेदर. एक ग्रुप बनाते हैं
Yes, sir.
क्विकली. क्विकली एक ग्रुप बनाते हैं. चलिए. अमित
Okay.
किसके साथ जाएंगे? टॉपर को कौन कौन लेना चाहेगा अपने ग्रुप में? एक ही आदमी ले सकता है. क्विक.
प्रवीण.
ओके, प्रवीण एंड अमित डन. गोवर्धन किसके साथ जाएंगे? हु वांट्स टू गो विद गोवर्धन? ओके, तो गोवर्धन को छोड़ देते हैं, कार्तिक को लेते हैं. कार्तिक के साथ कौन जाएगा? पहले चॉइस वाला ले लेते हैं एंड देन वी विल गो मेकिंग विद कॉम्बिनेशन विदाउट चॉइस. और लेट्स नॉट डू दैट. अमित प्रवीण डन. गोवर्धन. गोवर्धन. Bej, you are in Bangalore as well, right?
No, I'm in Hyderabad.
You are in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Okay. चलो इजी वाला पहले करता हूँ यार, ये तो बड़ा टफ हो गया मेरे लिए अभी. किसको किसके साथ फिक्स किया जाए? दिस इज मच टफर
Make it
फॉर.
random. Sir, make it random. वो अच्छा है.
ओके.
चॉइस वाला भी गलत हो जाता है.
नहीं, रैंडम नहीं कर सकते ना, सब तो सामने ही है. रैंडम तभी कर सकते हो आप जब सामने कोई नहीं हो. ओके.
No, no, no. You can make just groups. वो जो आप से ग्रुप बना रहे
Breakout room.
दैट इज बेस्ट. ब्रेकआउट रूम बनाता हूँ. राइट.
Yes, yes.
हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर? टेल मी हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर. गुड. 11 people, right?
Yeah, 11 people.
11 people, तो 1 हटा दो, 5 का ग्रुप बनेगा. असाइन ऑटोमेटिकली डाल रहा हूँ. इट विल क्रिएट अ ग्रुप. इट हैज क्रिएटेड अ ग्रुप. ओके. अब उसने किया क्या है कि एक ग्रुप में 3 लोगों को डाल दिया है, वहां से उनको हटाना होगा. एक ग्रुप में 3 लोगों को डाला है, मतलब हमारे पास लोग ज्यादा है. तो
So
अभिप्सा with अभिप्सा.
Dibakar sir is not there.
Huh?
Dibakar ji is not there in
Okay, so we will
the.
put the Govardhan with Divakar ji. Govardhan, you are with Divakar ji because you are in 3. Can you see the screen? Is it visible? नहीं है visible. Okay.
No.
चलो, नहीं तो आपको लगेगा कि मैं गलत बोल रहा हूँ. अच्छा, ये दिखता नहीं है नहीं. Breakout room is not, it's not seen. Okay. So what I will do, I will open the room so you will know your rooms now. Can you see your rooms? Govardhan, you are
Yes,
in
yes.
Abhipsa, Amit, and Govardhan. So I have put you with Divakarji. Okay. So everybody can go in their rooms and agree with the partners. Govardhan, you can go in the room, but your partnership will be with Dibakar. So you have to message him that I am in your group and we will be preparing this presentation of tomorrow. सारे ग्रुप में चले गए? Okay.
Hello.
Group. This is the
Yeah.
group. With you, there will be one more person, which is Dibakar ji. Okay. I'm
With
going.
me.
He's not
It
there,
will be,
so you have to pair him.
Okay. Okay.
but it will be of 2-2, you said, na, sir?
Yes. 2-2. So Govardhan has already left, so I think he wants to go with him. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Come back to
Okay.
the main room after this.
Yes.
So Govardhan, are you there? Oh. Clear? Now you know your partners, right?
Yeah.
Done. So we'll see you tomorrow with the examination. Of course, examination is individual. Only presentation is together. See you tomorrow.
Sir,
Yes, Deepak, बोलिए.
the best part is my partner is Omkar.
Yeah.
That's a very good one. Very good one.
तो अभी हमारा पहले ले लो सर.
Now that will be fun to see. That will be fun to see. Good, 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 good. See you tomorrow, 7 o'clock sharp. We will start the exam in time. So if you are late, you will be missing it. Don't come late tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye. And somebody just announce it in the main chat box that these are the two activity happening tomorrow examination and day after tomorrow. And put your group name, means group together that you are doing presentation together. Put that. Yeah. These two things has to be done. So I know who is working with whom. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.